I was just streaming on Twitch. Jump over YouTube, get a little grub in. I ain't gonna lie, this pad thai kinda spicy. Shit beat my ass right now. Whew. Got some fucking Zephyr Hills. Zephyr Hills to get the body right. I'm gonna just eat my food real quick. I might just kick my leg up. For real. Kick my leg up. Let me see what this review talking about for the Dolphins, bro. They broke my heart the last 2 weeks.
49ers head all the way east this week. Better be able to run a table at this point after losing 4 of their last 5.
Going for it all, and it's going to be picked off in the end zone.
They are in Miami taking on a Dolphins bunch in the same spot.
Hill had it, and then he just took it away.
So it's a battle of the 69ers, or 6 and 9ers if you're not into the whole Gronkowski aura thing. Mike McDaniel facing his old boss Kyle Shanahan. And can the real San Francisco offense please stand up? Week 14 they go for 38 points. Then week 15 against a defense that had given up 42 the week prior, they only muster 6, going 3 for 12 on 3rd down. Blame the weather if you like, but like the GOAT says, it's not enough.
And the Rams get the takeaway.
A few solid QBs left too, but it's not enough to be solid. And Brock Purdy was not last week. 142 yards, under 5 yards per attempt, no touchdowns, 1 interception, a 45 rate.
Ball is underthrown, maybe a little bit late because Pearsall got to see.
BCB sub-90 rate games, 3 of his last 4. 49ers losers in each of those sub-90 games. Their offense under 11 points in each of those, under 18 points in 4 of their last 5.
Play fake, not down. Good play there by Witherspoon.
San Francisco's offense up against a Miami defense that held Houston to 20 points.
Second down and 1, Pierce the back, underneath, they dropped it, incomplete, looking for Schultz, with the big O, and Schultz is down.
Purdy gets a secondary, holding quarterbacks to a 90 rate for 2024, gave up 100-plus rate and 2 TDs to C.J. Stroud in the loss, but only 131 yards, just 5 yards per attempt.
Second down and 1, Pierce the back, underneath, they dropped it, incomplete, looking for Schultz.
Dolphins pass rush, not a strength for the season. 4 sacks of Stroud. Chop Robinson, Zach Sealer, 1.5 each. 5 for Chop now. Zach the Lego Maniac leads the team with 7.5.
They're coming on, here comes Robinson. Down he goes.
Purdy, despite being pretty quick on the draw in their loss to the Rams, took 3 sacks.
Purdy, pressure, look out. They get him to the 46-yard line.
Only one 49er pass catcher had more than 31 yards. That's what Juwan Jennings came up with. Debo, 16 yards. Samuel now 5 straight games under 23 yards. game stalled 2 versus LA. Isaac Guanendo being held to 57 yards, just 3.6 yards. Dolphins front also comes in strong versus the run. Held Joe Mixon to a 9 run. Held Houston under 4 overall.
Mixon first and 10. Wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage. Well played by Brooks.
Miami, 4.3 yards per carry versus running backs in 2024. Don't go pointing any fingers at San Francisco's defense for their latest L. They finally were healthy, and it showed. Talanoa Hufanga and Dre Greenlaw back in there. They held LA to 0 touchdowns, just 12 points, 4 for 15 on third down.
Read the eyes, took him to the ball, undercuts it, almost comes up with a pick.
Dolphins offense they draw next can put up points, but stalled versus Houston. 12 points, going 4 for 13 on third down.
3rd and 5, Tua going deep. Oh, it's picked off! Stingley got it!
Tua comes in off a 3 INT game, just 4.9 yards per attempt.
2nd and 6, Eichenberg a block.
Second in yards per attempt for the year. Held Matthew Stafford to 160 yards, a 76. Two guys with 40-plus yards week 15. Tyreek, 7 targets, 2 catches, 36 yards. Jonnu Smith, he scored 48 yards.
What a throw and what a catch. About the only place he could have put it.
Malik Washington, 52 yards, most he's had all year.
Washington. Oh, they used him in a variety of ways. Catch and run near midfield.
Tua faced pressure 35% of the time in his dud, was sacked 3 times, has taken 3+ in 2 of his last 3.
Messi pocket, look out! Anderson knocked it away. That ball's alive!
Niners come in off a 0-bag outing. However, they pressured Stafford a Cartman-like 46%. Nick Bosa with 3 QB hits. It's not just big bone.
Stafford hanging in the pocket, throwing too high.
49ers gave up a lot of rushing yards to the Rams and Kyron Williams, but it was a volume play. They held Williams to 3.7 a run.
You can see they control the line of scrimmage and get Kyron Williams, who runs physically tough.
Devon Achane next. He's ice baby too cold lately as a runner. 3.4 a carry versus the Texans, 41 yards, 4 straight games under the 4-yard per mark.
It's Achane devoured as he went to the line.
Dolphins lead the 49ers 8-7 all time. Miami beat San Francisco the first 4 times they met. First time Niners took the Fins down, 1984 season. Last game of the year, like the very last. 330-plus yards, 3 touchdowns, MVP.
The 49ers have waltzed their way to a 38-16 triumph and their 2nd world championship in 4 seasons.
Yes, sir. It's time for some more peek. Today we're talking about the best Christmas movie there is, Home Alone. I probably watched this 3 to 4 times during the Christmas season, and what's even better, there's more of them. So the movie begins in a crib way out of my league. A cop enters the house uninvited trying to get the attention of the kids, but nobody's giving this pig the time of day. They all packing for the trip to Paris. Mom, Uncle Frank won't let me watch the Boondocks. Boy, don't you see I'm on the phone? Kevin, get off the bed. Why don't you hang up and make me?
Pause.
The way he just talked back to his mama would have had my lips snatched up and erased like Doodle Bob. So our boy Kevin is panicking because he doesn't know how to pack a suitcase, and his siblings are no help. They all despise little bro, for real, for real. You're what they call less incompetent. What? you're a bum. And that's why your edge is chopped. But now we in Kevin's brother room, and he over here talking about hairy girl pits and nude beaches. Like, bro, if your horny tail don't get on somewhere, wasn't this movie made in the early 90s? I just know this fool got a Playboy stash under his bed. Then Buzz goes on to tell them how OG outside greased his whole family with a shovel, and they say he's looking for more victims. Man, they treating OG like he the hash-slinging slasher. The pizza man shows up in true 90s fashion. And bro, did they just let any and everyone inside their houses unattended back then? Like, stranger danger, my G? Then Mr. McAllister finally comes downstairs and tells this cop everything he needs to know about their house security for some reason. Bruh, flag on the plate. Why is this even necessary? But now the family having their $120 pizza dinner, and of course Kevin had to show his true nature. Spoiled, cause Robert worried about if anyone ordered just cheese pizza. Boy, if you don't get your ungrateful behind into one of those pepperoni boxes. But he gut checks Buzz because he ate all the plain cheese, and they knock all the milk on the plane tickets. Now the whole family mean bugging Kevin, calling him all kinds of names. Shoot, the way they calling him out, you think they said a slur. So his mom takes him upstairs, but right before they do, the cop starts giving his best Allstate impersonation. I give it like a 5 out of 10. The black man does it better.
In good hands.
They get upstairs, and once again, Kevin showing his privilege. Listen to this.
I am upstairs, dummy. You need to leave.
Yeah, if bro came from my background, this would have been like committing suicide. Black mamas ain't finna play all this BS. So she banished him to the 3rd floor attic, and bro just curses that he ever was born in this family. Got his mama confuzzled at what she just heard. Then he goes upstairs and does the whole main character asking for some dumb jump routine. After wishing that his family would skedaddle, it's already the next morning, and the family getting a knock on the door. Apparently they overslept, and now the whole family scattering like roaches to a light trying to get ready to leave for the airport. And then we get this concoction of scenes of the bus driver and this kid that oddly resembles Kevin, right? The family is finally out, and one of the older kids does the head count for all the children, but mistakes the kid that oddly resembled Kevin as Kevin. Such unfortunate events. The family is so out of touch with reality and the pursuit of Paris that they have forgotten their own son. So the family starts hauling booty towards their plane gate. They board the plane, and we see Kevin waking up like he paid the bills in the house. Bro walks downstairs and realizes his family isn't there. Ran outside like, what the freak? I made the goofies disappear? Then he started marinating on all the slurs his family was calling him. Nigga, 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 nigga. Then bro starts doing what any 10-year-old kid would do in this situation. Go buck wild doing whatever you want. But no cap, the jumping on the bed with shoes would have been a no-go for me. Because it would have been my luck. As soon as those shoes hit the bed, my mom and dad walk in during this escapade to put BTA. He runs through the house like a crackhead and somehow ends up in Buzz's room looking through bro's gunner equipment. Then he looks up and spots bro's BB gun. Hit the mischievous movie kid smile. He takes it downstairs and lines up the toys to shoot. And I ain't know Kevin was part of the BLM community. He didn't even shoot the black man first. Respect. He even pulls out the R-rated movies while eating a bowl of diabetes. But when bro on the movie started putting the kablam to Buddy right here, Kevin got scared like a female dog and started yelling for his mama. But Kevin's mom got that spidey sense. Why do I feel like I'm forgetting something? Kevin! And bruh, the uncle ain't no help. Listen to bro.
Any better? I forgot my reading glasses.
Bro comparing a geezer pair of reading glasses to a whole kid? Send him out of here. We get back to Chicago, and turns out that cop was actually a crook, and him and his partner finna rob all the houses they scouted. Man's got it down to a science. 6, 7, 1. Now. Oh yeah, it's up. So while little man was sleeping, the robbers pull up to the crib, and bro woke up spooked. He overheard them talking about going down to the basement and ran down there before him. As soon as they make it down, Kevin pulled out the high IQ plate and turned the lights on in the house. Them goofies getting the wind up out of there. And no cap, if I was in Kevin's position right here, I would have been hiding somewhere in the closet with the Michael Myers knife ready for it to pop off in the crib. Soon as the family touches down in Paris, Mama ran straight to the phone. She snatched that mug from one of them French shorties' hands immediately. Then it switches back to Kevin, and bro grew a pair of peanuts. Walked out the house like he had hair on his chest. But that courage went straight out the window when OG Jenkins pulled up with that shovel. OG was like,
what did I do?
So Mama finally gets a hold of the police, and they go through this weird interaction. But the call lady eventually gets someone sent over to the McAllister's house to check on Kevin. But bro is cowering in fear right now, so he is not opening that mug. So Kevin's mom ends up waiting on another flight to open up, and the rest of the family just dipped off with no care in the world about Kevin. That junk is crazy. It's the next day, and Kevin's up doing some grown-ish. Bro got slapped across the jaw with the bumper alcohol. If you know, you know. But then he ends up doing some little kid jump and climbs up to go through Buzz's stash. But in the process, bro done eviscerated the entire shelving. But he runs off to the store to buy a toothbrush, and while he's doing this, we catch up with the crooks. They over here robbing all the houses on the block. While doing so, they hear a voicemail from Kevin's dad about this Paris trip. So now Kevin's house is back on the chopping block. Back with Kevin's toothbrush side quest, OG Jenkins slams his crusty old hand on the desk and just started staring at little bro. Gave him the dealer eyes and everything. My guy, I thought it was a joke at first, but no cap, this is kind of creepy. So Kevin runs out in a panic, but forgot to pay. So one of the neighborhood snitches runs after him and was like, "Hey, police, there's a thug." So now Kevin and the cop are on this goose chase through downtown. But they get to this hockey rink, and Kevin pulled out the plot armor. Hit that G-slide all the way to the other side of the rink, and oh so conveniently didn't hit anyone, huh? So our guy's making that stroke back home, right? When the real thugs are pulling out and almost turned our boy to some pasta ingredients. Hey, cuz, watch where you're going. My bad. Then bro gave him that smile, showing off the BBS's in his mouth. But Kev put two and two together and realized that was the cop from a couple nights ago. The thug follows Kevin up the street, and he started getting in the wind and somehow teleported all the way to this church where he lost him. And I ain't even peep how Kevin had that junk on though. The lumberjack paneling on the inside of the coat is tough. But Kevin goes back home and stands 10 toes on defending his crib. He rigs up this makeshift mannequin challenge, and when the thugs pull up, it looks like there's a party going on inside, but it's just Kevin. And the IQ of this little fool is amazing. I would not have thought to rig the crib up like this. Back in Paris, the family over here having the time of their lives without a care in the world about Kevin. Just listen to Buford Jr. Man, freak that little nigga. The mom ends up running that talk no jutsu on some old couple for their ticket on the plane and flies to who knows where back in America. It's time for bed, and Kevin is reminiscing about his family, but he wakes up in the morning on timing. Man's done went to the grocery store to get some groceries. As soon as he pulls up to the register, why is old girl on Karen timing? She trying to get all the details on Kevin, because why is a 10-year-old out here buying groceries by himself? But what you should be asking is, did you pay today? But Kevin pulls back up to the crib to clean up the place. While doing so, the thugs come back. Man's over here sticking them funky old Steve Maddens through the pet door. Kevin pulled the high IQ play again though, and quickly turned on the gangster movie. Then proceeds to pop dead silence, making a quick makeshift distraction. Bro got in the wind trying to get out of there. Thought somebody got laid down